Good evening, and by evening I mean good 2:04 in the morning. This is... I don't even know what to call myself on these videos. KB? Nemo Menticin? I go by a lot of names. I guess you can just call me the player. And I am playing a game called Ace Combat 4. Though likely you probably wouldn't have found this video unless you already didn't know what Ace Combat 4 was. But suffice it to say, it's been a very, very long time since I've played this all the way through. I think way back when I was just before I started my freshman year in college, I started a playthrough of this and then never finished it. And that would have been the first time in a while too, because even before then, it was probably since, I don't know, fucking 8th grade or something, since I played this. But yeah, I have, pretty good memories of this game. I mean, enough to join the Ace Combat fan site, Ace Combat Skies, and become a member there. And somehow become pretty active there. But you know, being a member of an Ace Combat fan site, you'd think that it would make sense to actually occasionally play Ace Combat, you know, within the last decade of my life. Which is an exaggeration, of course. But at any rate, I thought that I would not only play some Ace Combat with y'all, but I would record the experience and share the love with all the internet. Cheers. So what we doing? Oh, Jesus Christ, there's some sort of aftertaste in this water. The glass is here. Anyway, new game. What? Are you kidding? Why isn't Ace unlocked? Why is not Ace unlocked? Fuck this shit. Hard.
I was just a child when the stars fell from the skies.
This is a really good opening image.
But I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them.
It's been a while since I played this, but I do keep on watching
and in turn
these
how that cannon brought war upon
cinematics, because they're very well drawn and they're very well
War was
conceived.
an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV.
It's mostly just sort of that they're well drawn.
As a child, I only saw it as something that happened.
There isn't much going on in terms of how the scenes are put together. There's no real building of images to speak of. I mean, it's basically just a clip show. These things are generally only just clip shows.
A sound like distant thunder.
When they do, you know, concept art like this, hands across still frames. But here it works really well because it's evocative, the narration is effective,
beautiful skies far
the
away.
writing is
I could not tear my gaze away from them.
Okay. Writing is okay. It's functional. It gets the point across.
As if to graze the hills and streak past me. The fighters played the cat and mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky.
Really cool art.
One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the cape.
Probably what you're gonna find him under, and he does lots of sort of Ace Combat-ish art.
The same cape where my family lived.
Sucks to be you, kid. You know, that is really bad luck.
My memories of days past.
Yeah, Volva surface area. In the area surrounding the air battle,
the victor circled around.
The plane just had to crash into the house.
And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow.
Also, he has really fucking good eyesight.
I will never forget this. The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy. Our little town in the heart of the mainland fell into deep isolation.
Yep. Sitting duck. 14 hours.
4 years after the planetfall of the Ulysses 1994 XF04 asteroids, Stonehenge, the Erusian weapon of mass destruction, was originally built to shoot down asteroids.
That's a weird
Upon
translation.
discovering its potential
I
as
think
an
that line is an
anti-aircraft
artifact of the
weapon,
translation.
the Iranians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed.
You know, when it came out, I gave, in my head, I sort of
lost.
gave Age of Combat 6 a
This,
lot
in
of
turn,
shit
forced
for having
ISAF
weird
to evacuate
translation,
from the
but
East Coast to North Point.
translation of Age of
ISAF
Combat 4
GHQ
is
is
kind of
regrouping
weird
its
too
remaining
in some
combat forces
places,
at North Point.
I think.
However, the
But
Iranians
like I said, this is
control
one of
most
the reasons
parts of
I'm
the
replaying
mainland,
it.
and they have forward-deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base, a former ISAF facility.
bombers. I mean,
This bomber force will attempt to deal a
There's
lethal
some
blow
weird
to
sort
the
of phrasing
ISAF at
here.
North Point from this strategic position.
birds. You do love your bird imagery, Ace Combat.
Here is the current SITREP and your orders for deployment, effective immediately. Enemy agents destroyed our early warning radar network, allowing several bear bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this bomber formation to strike Allen Ford Air Base and then move on to targets at North Point. Our air defense forces are extremely weak at this point in time. Hence, our GHQ is a sitting duck.
Well, you do have a carrier sitting right there by the airfield.
Neutralize the threat before they get
The
past
thing is,
the
why did the air raid target the carrier too? You think that the carrier wouldn't be at least a big target of the city, but they're just sort of flying over it. Just going, hi carrier, you're an extremely important target that we should be hitting, but no, we're gonna drop our bombs wherever. Anyway. Yep. I forget, do we start out with any money? No. Alright, let's go. Phantom. We're definitely gonna be using bombs. Okay. Moment of truth. Do I remember the controls? Okay, fast pan down. Direction is so Japanese video games. Quick hands. Stuff like that. Yep. No doubt where this game comes from. You know, I might attribute that to anime, actually. A lot of sort of the Shonen Magical Turbo shows, they had tropes very similar to that. Right, okay. This is probably Fruit's view. It's not the most useful view, but it is the one I'm going to be using. Alright. Throttle, rudder, yeah, remember.
Mobius 1, engage.
Hey bear. Hey bear. Hey bear, you get missiles. You get 2 missiles.
Mobius 1 shot down a bear. There's our incoming party. Let your escorts handle it.
Well, that was dumb. That was also dumb. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Mobius 1 crashed.
Well.
AWACS here. Call sign Sky Eye. Do you read?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Your call sign is Mobius 1.
That's my excuse. I am so sorry, guys.
You are now under my command.
Fuck this shit.
6 bombers on vector 360 confirmed. Continue north to intercept. Today's my birthday.
Oh, Positron is probably laughing at me if he's watching this.
It may be too late for Allen. Radar lock. Fox 2. Mobius 1 shot down a bear.
Right, this is how you do it. This is how you bomber.
Where are the escort fighters?
Right. I don't care about the city. I'm just gonna kill these fighters.
Fox 2.
Passes to the target.
I'm gonna go for mercenary rank even though there is no ranking system. Ah, no, this is not a good time update. Stop blocking my line of sight. Fuck. Shit. There's an update window blocking my recording viewpoint area. Now I can actually see. Yay. Oh shit. Bears are almost out of the city. Oh shit, guys.
Locked on. Mobius 1, Fox 2. Mobius 1, Allen Ford Air Base is on your nose.
You failed on this.
Good job.
I'm gonna do what you couldn't. He gave me bombs. I'm gonna use them against combat.
This is Allen Fort. Got visual on the downed bombers. Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
That's a roundup. Let's go on home.
No. Aw, gotta come out with 4 bombs. That's just a shame. Anyway.
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy bomber strike was averted. However, our victory will be
Well, it
meaningless
wasn't
should you
so
fail
much
the next
averted
mission.
as it was blown up. But you know, I suppose that's a method of aversion. In a very roundabout, not actually right way. Well, I sure did kill all those red arrows. And I got 600 plus 120 plus 1 credit is 840 credits. Or dollars, or whatever. Did we use dollars in ISAF countries?
The war seemed to unfold in the blink of an eye. I don't remember exactly when the forces from the west occupied my town. I was too busy scanning the skies day after day, waiting for Yellow 13 to reappear.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good setup
Before
at
I
any
knew
rate.
it, everything changed.
See the soldiers hand
The
down
language they
the
taught us at
production
school.
tip along the water. That's
Our friendly
actually
local
very
sheriff
dynamic.
disappeared
You know,
and was replaced
that's
by
not
foreign
something.
MPs.
That sort of
In the
dynamicness.
beginning, some people
Dynamicness
secretly
is not a
tuned
word
into
I'm going to use it
broadcasts
anyway.
from North
That's
Point
not
on the
something you
parabolic
see
antennas.
in like
But
artwork
as time
cinematics
passed,
of
the
this
broadcast
type.
no longer came in.
At least I haven't seen
Maybe
it
the
very often.
satellites were destroyed.
So I guess that's one of the things that
All
makes this
non-military
work
computer
well.
networks
So
were
many
shut down.
others like this really don't.
Gasoline was rationed to civilians. Though we lived in the 21st
And sort of the
century,
imagery is cool.
we were reduced to using crystal radios and horse-drawn carts.
So radios are legit.
I moved in with
I used
my
to
uncle
have
in
one of
town,
those
who used to be a taxi
toy
driver.
ones back when I was a kid.
Out of gasoline and out
It
of
kind of
work,
sort of worked.
my uncle did
Not
nothing
well,
but to
but
drown himself in drink.
oh, that's depressing. Poor uncle
I earned my
guy.
keep by playing the harmonica in the town bar. The one thing I was good at.
You're a very good letter
I
writer.
played for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash-talked the barkeep who catered to the enemy soldiers, but he never refused the money I brought home. As for myself, I had a crush on the barkeep's only daughter, who was a little older than me. Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our town.
Alright. Alright, I suppose I'll put like an episode break here. Well, this is definitely off to a good start. This is at least as good as I remembered it being. I don't know what this save is, but I'm gonna write over it. Anyway, arrivederci, sayonara, bye bye.